The salty wind bit at Max's fur as he raced along the deserted shoreline, ears flopping with each powerful stride. His owner, Tom, called after him, but Max was too focused, too instinct-driven to pay attention. Something was wrong, he could smell it. The air was thick with fear, pain, and the scent of blood. Max skidded to a halt near a rocky outcrop, nose twitching. There, partially hidden beneath a jagged dune, lay a man, barely conscious, his uniform torn and soaked in blood. His face was caked with sand and grit, but Max immediately recognized the scent of desperation, the silent plea of someone who needed help fast. The man groaned, trying to move, but his strength failed him. Max barked sharply, running back toward Tom. When Tom caught up, he froze. "Holy, what happened?" he whispered, eyes wide as Max circled the man, growling low, protective. Without thinking, Tom ran to the figure, kneeling beside him. The man's eyes flickered open, clouded with pain, but there was something familiar in the set of his jaw, a determination that refused to die. "I." "Navy SEAL," the man muttered, voice ragged. "Ambush, mission, need help." Tom's heart sank. He'd grown up hearing stories of Navy SEALs, men trained to survive impossible odds, yet here was one, broken, at his feet. "We've got you," Tom said, trying to mask the panic in his own voice. Max, sensing the urgency, did something remarkable. With a low whine, he nudged the man's arm, then ran back to Tom. It took Tom a moment to understand. Max wanted him to fetch help. But the nearest town was miles away, and the tide was coming in fast. They were alone, and they had minutes, not hours. Tom quickly grabbed his phone. No signal. Panic surged. But Max didn't give up. The dog started digging at the sand, uncovering a hidden backpack that the man had tried to bury in his last moments of consciousness. Inside were first aid supplies. Max barked insistently as if urging Tom to act. Together, the man and Tom, with Max's constant guidance, managed to stabilize the Navy SEAL. Bandages were wrapped around deep cuts, a makeshift sling fashioned for his arm. Every time the man faltered, Max nudged him, licked his face, and barked. It was more than loyalty, it was a message: you are not alone. Fight. Hours passed. The wind grew colder, the sky darker. The man's condition worsened. Tom fought despair, refusing to let it take hold. And then, a distant sound: engines. Rescue helicopters. Somehow, Max had kept the man alive long enough for help to arrive. When the medics lifted the SEAL onto a stretcher, he looked down at Max, tears in his eyes. You saved me," he whispered, voice breaking. Max, usually boisterous, sat calmly, head tilted, as if he understood the weight of those words. Tom watched, speechless, as the Navy SEAL was airlifted to safety. Max remained by his side, tail wagging softly, eyes shining with pride. That night, Tom held Max close, realizing something profound: bravery didn't only live in human hearts. Sometimes, it walked on four legs, guided by instinct, loyalty, and an unwavering will to protect. In the weeks that followed, news spread of the German Shepherd who had saved a Navy SEAL from near certain death. Interviews, photos, social media posts, everyone wanted to meet the dog whose courage left a hero speechless. But Max didn't care about fame. He had done what he was born to do: save a life. Tom often reflected on that day, staring at Max as he slept by the fireplace. "I don't know how you did it, buddy," he murmured. Max twitched, letting out a soft, satisfied sigh, as if saying, "I just followed my heart." And perhaps that was the most inspiring part of all. Bravery isn't measured in medals or awards. Sometimes, it's measured in the quiet, selfless acts of those who refuse to give up, human or dog alike. The man recovered fully, eventually visiting Tom and Max. When they met again on that same stretch of beach, the Navy SEAL knelt before Max, placing a gentle hand on his head. "You're my hero," he said, voice steady. Max wagged his tail, ears alert, and barked softly, as if to say, "We're heroes together." That day, a bond formed that neither time nor distance could break. And everyone who heard the story walked away with the same thought: courage comes in all shapes and sizes, but the heart behind it, pure, loyal, and fearless, is what truly saves lives.